The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
Live your best morning with BOGO breakfast sandwiches only on the McDonald's app. Now buy one bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles and get a second one free. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Limited time only at participating McDonald's. Valid one per day. Excludes $1, $2, $3 menu. Visit McDonald's app for details. Download and registration required.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome to CoPlay Media, a look inside the world of video games, anime, and the Blerd community. And now, here are your hosts, Dmo and Dmo.
Welcome to CoPlay Media!
Yes, and we're back again.
We are back
for another installment of the best black nerd show on the internet.
Ever.
I agree.
That ever existed.
You gotta have that confidence, baby.
Yeah. You gotta have that RG3 confidence, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. It's like, yo, we thought he was gonna be something else, but he's not.
I'm the best ever, the best that's ever gonna be in
and
it.
And then he wasn't.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't.
Hey, that knee was
wasn't
never
his
the same.
fault, though. Wasn't his fault.
I think he could have been more humble. I think if he was still humble, they would have been able to find a place for him somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah, it was really just like.
And then once his knee went out,
that was just over. It was over.
Completely it.
Put out to pasture.
Probably should have cut the braids too.
I would have got the haircut and everything. Like, yo, I'm 10 toes in. Man.
Like, you're getting money now, baby. You know?
We get money. I don't need the dreads.
He had to be real. He had to stay true to himself.
Oh, man.
I respect that.
I mean, yeah, like you just got to stay. You know what? He kept it 100. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
He really believed it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. But yeah, man, like, have you seen, like, I know the two big things right now is Mandolorian.
Yes, that's huge.
And Watchmen.
Watchmen is amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I ain't seen either.
I haven't seen The Mandalorian.
I heard The Mandalorian.
But I heard
fire.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I heard Baby
Rave
Yoda
reviews.
is just like wrecking.
And what's the thing with Baby
everybody.
Yoda? Like, so he's actually fighting and stuff?
He's as cute as the young, you know what I'm saying? I am Groot. Is dangerous. Actually, Yoda has always been pretty dangerous.
Yoda's been wait, so is Baby Yoda?
I don't know.
Or is he a Yoda?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I know that if there is a Baby Yoda, there's got to be like a fight scene where he's just like
is a Baby Yoda
just,
like 100 years old? Because Yoda was like 900 when he died.
I guess he's like a late 40s. You know what I'm saying? He's just like 45. You know what I'm saying? Just looking like a baby.
Yeah, he's like a 45-year-old Yoda. You know,
he looks like a baby, but he's like older than everyone else in the room.
He's like extra old. He got an old soul. He's a kid. He's one of them kids with the old soul that listen to old music.
He probably got the high pitched voice just to catch him slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, just nobody would expect it.
See that's making me really want to watch that. I mean, and with Star Wars coming out.
I mean, I'll be honest.
That season, dog.
Like Star Wars is really falling for me lately. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just hasn't been doing it for me lately. You know what I'm saying?
Mean?
Like,
explain yourself.
Well, maybe I gotta watch The Mandalorian. I feel as if The Mandalorian would rekindle what love I used to have for Star Wars.
So when did you lose love?
I think was it episode, like, I like the old ones. I think it was episode 1 where they started trying to do the one where they had like little Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, baby Anakin. Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah,
destroyed Darth Vader because Darth Vader had this whole mystery about him. You know what I'm saying? He was playing. Who was voice acting? It was like Alex Jones was voice acting him or something. It was like not Alex Jones. Who was the guy that voice acting?
Joe Rogan.
No. What's his name?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. It's James Earl Jones. Thank you.
One of the more iconic black voice actors. Alex Jones.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yes. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I feel like it added because it's like, man, this Savage was this sweet little kid with the single mom, It hit home for me. You know what I'm saying?
Because
that's what anybody from the hood has the potential to grow up.
If that's the case, there's going to be like in 2025, there's just going to be a hash of terrible, you know what I'm saying? Like Darth Vader's coming, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's a lot of Darth Vaders out here, man.
A lot of corporate Darth Vaders just out here.
Left their kids. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're going off on a tangent. But with that being said, though, like, so you lost love for the Star Wars films during the prequels, basically.
During the prequels, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just because Darth Vader wasn't what you expected him to be as a young man?
I think the orchestra wasn't as luscious as it first started out as.
That matters.
Because it's like, you notice like the quality of the music kind of went down.
Yeah.
I really didn't like Anakin. You know what I'm saying? I hated how Samuel L. Jackson died. The only black, you know what I'm saying? Like he died off crazy too.
Yeah.
You know, like, he should have died like that. And, like he got caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you know what I'm saying? I just feel as if Star Wars could have Lando, or what's his name? Lando was a snitch, and then it's like the new versions.
Lando was always a sketchy character.
Always kind of a sketchy like dude. It's just like
nothing about Lando was ever trustworthy.
Nothing was good or trustworthy about Lando. You know what I'm saying? And like that was like these are the characters that they had. And I just. Not that I hated Star Wars, like lightsabers is vicious, the Force is vicious. You know what I'm saying? Darth versus the Jedi, the whole being at peace versus being like super emo. Yeah. You know, like there's religions after this. You know, there's literally like, dude,
people
like
literally out here quoting the Sith and Jedi. Little pledges or whatever. It's crazy.
Yes, the influence that Star Wars has. Like I remember I was at a convention and they had like a whole Star Wars choreography that we did, where they just went through the whole, and they even fought like it was a Jedi, like because it's a lightsaber. You know, you're not trying to slash down on people. You're just trying to be like, because all you need is just a nick. You know what I'm saying? You just got to nick them, and it'll burn through. You know,
kind of like fencing. Don't they have a whole like Star Wars fencing competition? Like it's legit, legit competition.
Probably. It's probably get bread out of it too. Yeah. Probably a ton of bread. We gotta look into that. I'm curious about that.
I actually probably would do that. Like maybe that would be my nerd thing. Like,
I would totally do that.
I want to do fencing.
Dude,
but I heard it's very expensive to get into.
The whole bodysuit costs hundreds of dollars.
There's like electronics involved.
Electronics involved. The face mask and the swords are expensive. Yeah. It's just like it's an expensive sport. It
seems like a very investment-heavy sport.
Yeah, you got to know you can fight early on.
Right, you got to know if it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, you got to know if you got these hands. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a little kid just like with the stick. Just
I feel like even like in that realm, like kendo with the wooden sticks. I feel like that's expensive too.
Probably because you still got to get the gear for it. You still got to get the swords for it. You know what I'm saying? The wooden swords are probably a little bit cheaper though.
Maybe.
You know, and I feel as if like maybe I don't know what their exercises would be like. Would they just fence, or is there like training that they do? Is there competition?
I mean, I think there's like a lot of footwork type stuff involved.
We gotta look into this. Now I'm super curious. This is way hard. What about Watchmen? Is Watchmen was Watchmen vicious? I don't remember.
Yeah, Watchmen was vicious. I like it. King? Yeah, she helps it a lot.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's like an excellent main character.
Yeah.
Like I like it better than the movie because I feel like it's more digestible. Like it's chunked down into these episodes. Like these episodes are still pretty, you know, heavy on the content, and it's well shot. Like the camera and art behind it is well done,
like well directed.
Yes. 'Cause first episode they start out in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
So you heard about like we don't learn this in school. So apparently, and I thought it was just like some conspiracy theory thing, right? Where like they literally bombed this affluent Black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
The word is that it accidentally caught fire.
No, they bombed it. According to Watchmen, they were like flying planes and dropping bombs on Black people.
Yo.
And I kind of want to believe that's actually how it happened.
You know what? Maybe.
Because that's what they said. They said it was bombed. That's the words people use.
It was bombed?
It was bombed.
So from above?
From above, apparently.
So the government was like, light them up.
Apparently.
Like somebody.
Like they are.
Because you can't get no, you know what I'm saying,
like
no crop dusters.
They don't need us.
Just.
Like they don't need us.
They don't need us?
We have to kill them.
Like, yo, we got. If they don't need us, they're not worth living. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're worthless to us. They don't need these welfare checks.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like a black town, you know, like Chinatown, there'd be just like a black town.
Yeah, nah, bruh.
What do we call that? Afro town?
What we call that? Yeah. what? Black. I mean, they called it Black Wall Street, basically.
Black Wall Street. Yeah, Black Wall Street. You just stick with that. Yeah.
They had their own movies. They had their own stores. Everything was black owned.
Yeah.
And they bombed it. So that's how the show starts.
Jesus.
On the back of that. So everything kind of revolves around that whole conspiracy theory.
Is it around that time frame too?
No, it started off in the past. So I guess this was like 1922.
Yeah. Because this is way back.
Yeah, it was like before World War II and crap. So then Regina King is actually the descendant or granddaughter of one of the kids that survived that bombing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the show is like built off of that. And then you got your guy Rorschach, who I actually liked.
Rorschach was an awesome character in the movie. He was like my favorite character in the movie.
He has a cult.
He has a cult? He should have a cult because of the book and everything. The book and everything was real. Like he was just writing the truth. Like he's like the only person who did.
Yeah, he has like a cult in this show, and it's like a lot built on Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then Rorschach's followers, and they're like the terrorists, basically.
Good or bad?
I mean,
just terrorists.
You know, it all depends on your take on things. Because some people said Rorschach was a butthole.
Rorschach was a butthole.
Yeah, he was a butthole. Like,
he kept it. When you keep it 100, that's what happens.
Straight up jerk, like unlikable.
Yeah.
But then you got other people that are like, yo, nah, I like him. He kept it 100.
Kept it 100.
So it all depends on what your take on it is. Because it's really, you know, what's side of the fence you're on.
Does Regina have any powers? Is this like black? Is this black woman Batman? This is black woman Batman?
Yes. If I had to compare her to a superhero, it would be like Black Woman Batman.
Black Woman Batman.
But not rich. She's not rich.
She's not
She's
rich.
just really good with weapons and stuff. Because I think she's actually a police officer in the day job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all the power you need these days. She got a badge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's connected and stuff.
So she's connected. She has access to weapons. Yep. Okay.
She has a bat cave kind of thing.
She's got a bat cave.
Matter of fact, she opens a freaking bakery in Vietnam, which Vietnam is actually a U.S. territory in this story.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So it's like alternate future type stuff.
I wonder how that changes things. Like that's got to be interesting right there. How's the
remember
violence?
in the movie we won the Vietnam War, which in real life we lost.
Didn't. Yeah, we didn't. We just kind of gave up on it. We were just like, just like this is a lost cause.
You can't fight people in the woods that know the woods. Like,
ain't enough napalm in the world.
Yeah, you can't. You would basically have had to burn down
everything,
the entire Vietnam country.
And even then they got holes. So they would just come out the holes and be like, so we won.
So really no way I think we could have won that war. But in this alternate reality, Vietnam is actually a U.S. territory, kind of like
so they
the
had
Bahamas and stuff.
So they still showed Dr. Manhattan, because Dr. Manhattan was there when they took over Thailand, because I remember, so they have like the pictures of Dr. Manhattan. And
he's completely gone in this job.
So there's not even like and there's Dr. Manhattan, but he doesn't do nothing.
Well,
like
they think he's on Mars.
Okay, so this is the period where he's on Mars?
Yeah, he's gone.
So okay. That kind of sucks. Because he was like the only real superhero in the whole. You know what I'm saying? With real powers, and it was kind of, but that's cool. I like that because it's like, you know,
takes him out of the equation.
He shouldn't be in the equation.
Yeah.
Nobody should be.
He's basically God in this show.
Like it was basically things were happening due to lack of apathy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just like, well, this is what y'all get. This is what y'all do. Like
humans are weak.
Yeah. It would just be like, yeah.
Thanos
like,
without the glove on.
without no, like, I don't need gloves. I'll just take you all out. I'll take out the planet. I can just do this.
And I'll rebuild it. Because I think that's one of the things he can do too. He can actually make people.
He can make. I know he can rearrange molecular stuff, and he can make. I know when in the movie he never made anything living, but he made like a big old clock moving kind of thing.
I never really understood what that was. I was like, is that his spaceship?
I think it was just kind of like his hobby. It looked like it was like based off of a whole clock thing, which he was really into. Man, I really love that movie. That movie was good.
I mean, the movie is really good. It's really just good. A lot.
Is the music as good in the show as it was in? I'm in it.
Everything about it, I think the movie carries over into the show pretty well.
That's fantastic.
Except the show is just a broken up movie version.
That's tight. So it's like a super long movie. How many episodes is it? Like 13?
I think it's in the 9 episodes right now. So you can still catch up.
I can still catch up.
Yeah, I was binging it.
Oh yeah, it's like an hour, right?
Yeah. It's on HBO.
HBO.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm subscribed to HBO.
Is your mom subscribed?
I don't know.
She might be.
I don't know.
Hey, most parents for some reason have all the like big packages.
I'll see. I'll ask her.
Just get her password.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
Let me get that password, Bob.
I don't pay for HBO, dog. My mom just subscribes, and I'm like, yo, what's the password?
I need to get the password, man. I need to get the word, dog.
That stuff is expensive, man.
Dude, HBO. Not doing
it's expensive. Like,
not doing it.
They got to lower the price on some of this stuff.
They got to cut this down, or there got to be a package on these. There's got to be something. Oh man. Oh dude. Did you ever watch American Gods?
Yes.
Who was?
I love that show.
I love that show, bruh. I love that show. You know they fired Orlando?
What? What was his character? The Nancy?
Yeah, they fired a Nancy. It was because he was too black.
Oh, he was pro-black.
He was hyper pro-black. He was
waking people up. Like he was causing slave revolts and everything.
Yeah, man. They fired him. They fired him. The new guy that took over, because you know.
Wait, hold on. Did they fire him and not the character?
I think
the character still in the show. And he's not Orlando.
I don't know. They haven't said. They're saying that Anansi does not meet the criteria that is conducive to the experience. Something like that. Like they had like a whole nice way of saying, pretty much being like, well, we got this because we don't want to influence black people like this. Like this is too influential to black people.
But then what do you think shows
convincing.
like Watchmen and stuff is going to do?
I mean, eventually somebody is going to get in charge. Well, it's different because it's HBO first. Like HBO is willing to go, because they first did Vice and a bunch of other things.
So American Gods is what? Showtime or Stars?
I believe it's Showtime.
I think it's Stars.
Stars or Showtime. It's one of those.
It's one of those.
But
really?
but HBO will push an envelope. Stars.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Stars isn't an HBO.
Yeah, it's not
an
HBO. They're not trying to break no ground on nothing, man. They're not trying to send a message. They're trying to get that money, dog. They're like,
it's very disappointing because he's one of the better characters like that make you watch the show. He doesn't really have any powers per se. He's more of one of those.
Talks to you.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's one of those guys that more so manipulate you.
Yeah, make you a suit. Send you on your way, tell you a story.
Nice suits. He is a great storyteller.
Fantastic storyteller.
In African mythology, he's like a spider or something.
He's a spider who is also a god of stories. He's a spider god of stories.
He tells really good stories.
A fantastic story.
He always set it up too. Like, man, you just walk in and you just start spitting.
Oh man. You know what I love is that when he emphasizes a tone, his accent changes to another kind of black guy. Like he goes
real deep too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do we let this happen?
He
to
almost turns into a freaking demon.
Yeah.
Like he gets so upset he turns into a demon almost. It's like, yo.
Like, man, dog,
I'm convinced.
Yeah, like you got me, dog. Like you went from like, Negro Joe to like, Wakanda forever. Right. We're gonna burn this one down.
Like, reminds you of a pimp.
Yeah, a little bit. He dressed like one.
Yeah.
He talks like one a little bit.
Yo.
Remember when he was like, "We got a war to do. A white woman is dead." Like, I was like, "Ooh, shiver."
Yeah. It's like, ooh.
I was like, "Ooh, this guy
Y'all
about
don't
it,
even
man."
know y'all black yet.
Yeah, I was like,
I
"Ooh."
was like, oh, God.
Remember that conversation that they had with the other black gods, and he kind of like,
Oh, yeah, he kind of put them in their place, man.
yeah, like just convinced them right there on the spot, like, yo, all three of us in here, what we doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
All of us trash.
Y'all just in here doing
Nothing.
autopsies, stealing organs. Like, what do you like? What about all these kids getting kidnapped? Black women.
Oh, I was like, Jesus Christ! The points this man is driving home.
That
It was
man
like,
could have been a politician.
He really could
He's
have.
really the embodiment of
really drove me to.
charisma.
Oh yeah.
Persuasion.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Wow.
And I liked how it was like a god without, you know what I'm saying, a direct power. Like you didn't see him, he wasn't throwing nothing, he wasn't shooting anything, he
Yeah.
wasn't corrupting nothing. He would just come through.
He can manipulate.
He come through, tell everybody a story, change everybody's mind. They got all the power, they start the war. Let's go.
But isn't that like the ultimate power of any minor god? Like you got Thor and Odin and all them. Like they destructive. Right?
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of warpath. Like I need to destroy everything. Whereas he's like, let me put this bug in here right
Let me
quick.
put this thought.
Let
in, you know what I'm saying?
me talk to you right quick.
Let me
about
put you to the
something.
side. Put you to the side.
Let me talk to you over here right quick. Cause
Got the mean sidebars, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
like-
You got the ultimate sidebars.
like, he the
It's like,
man you just see over there whispering in somebody's ear, like with the hand movements. Like,
come back, the story is completely different. Like,
yeah, so
y'all gotta die.
we're not about to do that.
So I know I said I was about to kill him, but I am not anymore. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, he persuaded me otherwise.
Really well. really, really well.
But I think, that goes to show though, like the words of a good orator can do a lot.
Oh,
like you don't always have to have muscle or brawn. You just need to have the charisma and have the ability to get people on your side. Look at Hitler.
yeah.
Look at
There's power in connecting people,
Yeah.
man. There's power in connecting people. There's power in
it's dangerous too.
it's real
It's
dangerous.
dangerous.
Cause if something sound nice, folks will just, you got that good rhythm and tone going on.
Especially like in today's thing where everybody's kind of just going with the flow. Like,
Yo, man, because I be watching stuff, I be like, I am not sure if this is, like, I be watching Killer Mike, and I be like, I am not sure if he is wrong.
Right.
I'm not sure if he is wrong in anything, but if he is right, I need to be growing my own food and doing martial arts right
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. I need to drink way more water.
Yeah,
Drinking
you
right
know
now.
what I'm saying? Like, we got like a whole thing ahead of
Like,
us.
I
if
need to
that's the case.
find a black-owned grocery store.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck in Maryland.
Right.
I mean,
But see, the one he even went to, I was like, ew, it's like one can of beans. Like, my man ain't restocked in years.
it was like beans right there. It was like canned beans right next to the bean pies.
Yeah, I was
It was
like,
let me grab this. But you know what? If you go to the right farmers markets,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
Like if you go to the right farmers markets, you can go and you can have that choice. You know, really that's where the only place I've been able to find like the freshest food is not going to like Mom's Organic and stuff like that.
It's the farmer's market.
It's the farmers market.
Fresh off.
Oh yeah.
Fresh off the farm.
And in the cut, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's on the side of the road. I got one by my house every day. I think something new out there.
Oh yeah, and you just swing by, pick it up.
Yeah, like,
what's
what are y'all
up?
growing today?
You know what I'm saying? Like, get something weird. Like, what y'all got? Persimmons? Like, oh, let me get this. Let me grab some of these.
I
You
was
know
about to
what
say,
I'm
I've
saying?
never eaten this before, but you got it.
What you got?
Yeah.
Pomegranate? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let me try it.
Fresh watermelon.
Fresh watermelon? Like, yeah, it's not cubed or anything
Right.
crazy. you know
And
what I'm
it
saying?
still has seeds.
Yeah, it still
This
got
is a
seeds.
real watermelon.
It's the original watermelon, man.
It's legit. It's a legit watermelon.
It's super
You
legit.
taste that? You can taste the juice. Finger looking good.
That's some health knowledge out there for you gamers, man.
Yeah, man.
Put y'all on game, man.
Yo, people say it all the time. Eat your water.
Yeah.
Eat your water.
Eat your water. I like that.
Cucumbers, watermelon, really any type of melon. Really.
Yeah, get you, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, yo.
I be on Reddit
Oh yeah. The knowledge.
Shout out to Reddit, man.
I love me some Reddit.
Yo, Reddit, I could read Reddit like for 15 minutes in the morning and be smarter.
What is it called? The main thing that I watch is Today I Effed Up.
Oh,
Favorite
for real?
part. Favorite. Anytime I'm feeling bad, let me just skim through.
TIFU,
Yeah, TIFU.
Yeah. Or watch people die inside. That's always kind of funny.
Just see him just do that tilt, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah. What's another one? I read the one called Cool Guides. Cool Guides.
Cool Guides. I've never heard of that. So
usually it's like just a bunch of picture like posts, but it's like showing you like, hey, here's the right way to tie a tie. Or hey, these are different types of shoelaces.
You know what? I actually appreciate that because I only know one way of tying a tie.
I'm telling you, man.
Have you ever been in a room with multiple dudes trying to tie a tie? Like I tried that before. I was like, yo, can you help me out with this? And he was just like, I
don't know. But some people got like intricate ways of tying a tie. Like, why did you even want to tie a
like
tie?
Like the double knot, the double Windsor knot with the fat knot. You know what I'm saying? Got you need the preacher's knot. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that,
just
that
do
extra
the regular, man. I just do regular.
You do regular. You just do the one
Windsor, I guess.
Oh yeah. That's what I do. Yeah, half Windsor
though.
or something like that. Yeah,
just keep it simple.
That's how you gotta do. Simple is key.
Don't overthink.
Simple is key.
Because then you run out of tie.
Yeah.
Like you ever tied your tie and it's like short? It's like all the way up to
I do mine over again. I just keep doing it until I get it right.
I gotta at least hit my belt buckle, baby.
Like I be like,
gotta sit.
Usually there's like a line that kind of tells you where you're supposed to be and you try and match it up with that line. And that's supposed to be the actual, and it's supposed to stop at your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggle with it because I have a short torso. This is all not.
Yeah, you like me. I got long legs. I can run.
I'm built like a grasshopper. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
funny story. So,
I'm a freak of nature.
When I played baseball, they used to call me Grandpa, right?
Grandpa.
Yo, they used to call me Grandpa because they said, "Yo, you run so slow." I'm like, not really as slow as you guys think I am.
Oh, yeah.
I just look slow. Because my legs take a long time. My legs are like ostrich legs, right?
But you got that stride.
Yeah, it's all about the stride. It's all about the stride. So we used to, at the end of practice one day, we were racing. And I'm like, racing pretty much the fastest guy on the team. Used to play running back, so he got some speed. Keep up with him, like I told y'all. Not slow.
Not slow, man.
It's my legs, man.
Yeah, I just
don't
look
underestimate
like this.
me.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect me.
Sneak up on, you know what I'm saying? 3 steps, it's over. I'm there. Like dude, what's up?
Clearly, I have the most stolen bases, too. Like, you guys are stupid. They stop bothering me.
They just like, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
He really is fast.
Like 7 steps and he's there.
5.
5? Dude. Yeah. 5.
Actually, 5 might be too many.
5. It depends.
That's a lot.
I haven't played baseball in a minute.
Yeah, I think I can make it between bases in like 4 steps.
4 steps.
Because the stride.
Stride is real, dog. 4 steps. Like, that's amazing.
We be out there playing tennis, man. I get every ball, dog.
You get
chase everything. Like I'm just there. I just appear. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift having these long, stretching legs, long limbs.
You gift you with long limbs.
It's my secret technique. So how does he keep doing that? It's a stride. It's the stride technique.
The stride. You know what I'm saying? It's the limber stride.
He didn't even stretch. I don't need to stretch. I'm not doing as much. So, I do more with less. Oh, man. But moving on, man.
So the big thing that we got for today is Video Game Awards 2019. Man. Like
Video Game Awards are also always weird.
It is a lot
of categories.
It's a lot of categories. Like I didn't keep up with all these games. I'll be honest with you. Like some of these games I did not know about.
Show me somebody that's playing all of these games, and I'll show you a broke man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, there's no way that we could have. I played some of these games. I'll admit, I've played
some of them, but
a good bit.
It's a lot on here,
and we're gonna go over some of them.
All right,
and we're gonna talk about all the nominees.
Okay,
who won, and I guess in our opinion, who we think should have won.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So first one up is VR. AR games. So
now,
this is Oculus or whatever.
What is an AR game? That's new to me.
Augmented reality.
Augment. That does not sound good.
Well, this is how I feel about
Sounds
VR.
like the Matrix.
I feel as if VR is cheap. You know what I'm saying? I think VR is cheap. I think VR is not where it needs to be. And I don't think that VR is, is really good just yet. I don't think that it's there.
It's still new.
It's still very new. There's still a lot that needs to be done. I just hope that, eventually it'll get better. But when I saw these games, I definitely saw an improvement.
Okay.
The nominees are Beat Saber.
Okay, I know that one.
Asgard's Wrath. Never heard of it. Blood and Truth. No Man's Sky.
Heard of that.
And Trover Saves the Universe.
Trover Saves the Universe. Okay, so Beat Saber was the winner this year.
Yeah, Beat Saber was the winner.
I agree with that.
Beat Saber is it's like a great how do you explain it? Like, it uses the controls.
It's a rhythm game.
It's a rhythm game that, with the way that you use the sticks as kind of like swords to chop through, it's just really awesome. I just really love the creativity. I love the music that they use. I love the way that it's shown. You know what I'm saying? It's very colorful. And I think that it's starting to head in the direction that these games should be going. Instead of the whole, look at me, I'm in my own world, I control it. It's like, let's use this with what we got and do it well in a simple manner.
Throw a bunch of cubes at you.
Throw some cubes at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw some cubes at you, keep it simple.
I think this was like kind of the best game that you could put out there as far as like the capability of VR right now.
Yes. Like, I think this is way better than when they had it at like Skyrim and games like that, where you played as a guy doing a big RPG and just going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, as far as these VR games though, like, what do we expect? Like, I expect first person shooter.
Yeah.
And this rhythm kind of game.
Everything else is kind of hard for you to do. Like, it's hard for you to, with the mechanics and how it works.
Like, the mechanics aren't there yet. Like, we don't have like the whole gloves. Like, I think once we get to a point where we have gloves,
I think,
and the motor movements are more tuned.
Yeah, like, have you ever? No, I'm not going to make that reference. I just feel as if like it's too hard. Like, we've even seen people, like, we've gone to conventions and we've seen people who strap you into the harness and you got the thing where you wear the special shoes.
You run it.
And you're running around and you got the thing, you can make a bow and arrow.
That's kind of cumbersome.
It's very cumbersome. It's very hard to do. The technology for it is very hard, like, for them to still catch.
Yeah.
And the whole camera thing, the way that they did have it before is still not where it needs to be as far as being, like, precise.
Agreed.
So I just feel as if that kind of thing that VR games sell, I don't feel as if we're really there yet.
Yeah. I think it's a specialized thing. I think it's a specialized thing. I don't think
it's a gimmick.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not to the point where you can put a bunch of us in one place. Yeah. And we all enjoy it.
I'd like to see, and maybe they have this. Do they have like a VR online multiplayer RPG? Because I would want to play that if they got that.
I know of. Not VR.
I mean, my thing would be like, so what are we doing then? Like, what are we doing?
Because
like,
Destiny would be crazy.
Destiny would be tight. If I could just throw the Oculus Rift on and just like be shooting people and then just like talking and just like
with your gun team. What's it called? Fire Squad.
Fire Squad. Yeah, like that would be tight. That would be super tight.
Meet me at the ship, yo. Meet me at the ship.
Meet me at the ship. I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way. You feel me? And then you just showing yourself just like doing the jump motions and stuff. That would be fire. That would be super
Black
fire.
Mirror already touched on this augmented reality.
They did.
It was pretty strange.
I love Black Mirror. Black Mirror is one of those things that I love to watch, like one episode every 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like one episode a month. Like I'll come back to it and just be like, oh my God. Like
mess yourself up.
like I'm gonna be dreaming about this. Like, but
this is a nightmare.
I didn't expect this.
Oh man.
The next category that we have, strategy games. Now, this means actually a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm a big strategy game fan.
I'm a strategy game guy to a point.
To a point?
Yeah.
Ever since Final Fantasy Tactics, I fell in love. I remember I first seen Final Fantasy Tactics, and I wasn't ready because everyone was walking in place, and the only move that I could choose from was throwing a stone. I thought that's all there was.
Wow.
I thought that was it. Like, I seen the dude through the stone.
Whack.
And it was like 97, and I was like, nah, I'm cool. And then like 2003, I came back around, and like I caught it on the cheap, and I was just like blown away. I was like, this is like the best thing. This is the best thing.
Sometimes you gotta double back, man.
Yeah. Like I seen the reviews and I was like, maybe I was wrong. And I came back, I was like, good lord.
All right, so the nominees were Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Age of Wonders, Planetfall, Anno 1800, Total War, Three Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove. Have you played any of these?
I have played very, very slightly. I have played Fire Emblem, Three Houses.
Okay.
And I'm going to buy that game immediately because the strategy for it is like a very sophisticated rock, paper, scissors.
Really?
It's like moving around on a map, and it's like spears destroy swords, swords destroy dragons, dragons destroy, you know what I'm saying, maybe everything else. And then there's a bunch of guys with axes. Like, it is deep, and I like the strategy, and your characters can die, so you got to worry about that. And I like that kind of thing where characters can die.
Something to lose.
Something to lose. You know what I'm saying? Where you constantly keep loading up the same game because you're like, nah, I ain't taking that L. We're not losing Jeffrey like that.
No, not Jeff.
You know what I'm saying? Not like Jeff. Not Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the winner is actually Fire Emblem. Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is a great game. I would recommend buying it. I'm gonna get that. I'm getting that, man.
So, okay. See, I would have thought that Monster Hunter game was strategy. Is that not in the strategy realm?
I'd say Monster Hunter is a multiplayer role-playing game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play with other people.
Gotcha. So, in Fire Emblem, not
Fire Emblem, it's like, yo, you manage these guys. These guys go here. These guys go here.
So, it's a one-player.
It's more of a one-player. I think you can still fight against other people, but this is more of a one-player
classic
story. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's joining you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I'm gonna let you do this one. The next one that we got.
Sports racing game.
Yeah.
Okay. Nominees: Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled.
Yep.
Dirt Rally 2.0, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer, F1 2019, and FIFA 20.
So you were absolutely right about this. I did not know that Crash Team Racing game was that good.
Apparently it's amazing.
Apparently it's super fire. I had no idea.
Like, I was shocked by this. Like, it beat out FIFA.
Yeah.
Madden, as you can see, is not even a nominee.
Yeah, nobody even thinks about Madden no more, man. Madden's going to come. You don't need to like it. It's going to be there.
Well, Madden is just also very bad. Like, it's not good. People are complaining.
People are complaining? No one's going to stop.
Crash Team Racing, surprisingly, beat out FIFA. I'm shocked at that.
Yeah. And
FIFA's always clutch.
FIFA. But I don't know. Didn't FIFA get hit with all those loot boxes and things? That might have hurt them a little bit. They got hit with the loot box things. Like, I remember a dude lost like thousands of dollars trying to get all the loot box cards or something for him.
Why do
I have no idea.
Just play the game.
Just play it.
You don't need to buy anything. It's soccer.
I don't know why they did.
It's soccer. All right.
Like, I think those guys that guy was just OCD. Like, that guy just
some
really
people just go overboard anyway.
Yeah, they just really desperately
That's my thing on the loot boxing. It's like, I'm going to play the game regardless. Like, as long as it's not some play to win type stuff, I can care less about cosmetics.
If it's just cosmetic, I'll roll with. I might even cop something if I see something.
If it's really cosmetic, I might cop.
I might grab it. Like, oh, this guy.
But if it's some play to win type stuff, then you're gonna have me questioning my true abilities.
Yeah. You know, did I really win that win, or is it because I paid for it?
Or is it because my gun was just huge?
You know what I'm saying? Like, did my gun just destroy everybody on the map, or was it my skill?
Which
and
happens.
Aim?
I've seen it happen. It's like, your gun is OP.
Speaking of Call of Duty, man, I be dying all over the map, man. I don't like the respawn.
Camp Central, man.
Dude, the camping, they got to do something.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's getting out of control. It really is.
It's like the maps are made to camp.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
In the next category, they got score and music. Death Stranding, Cadence of Hyrule, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, Sayonara Wild Hearts. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am a faithful Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, they always have good music.
Always. Like it's always an intro song. Like they do it on purpose. Like they
get you.
Got me. Like
it's like, no, we can't come with nothing slight. The music got to be on point.
I gotta see this Death Stranding, man. I gotta see it. Like I know Death Stranding is a hot game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
have you played it yet?
Nah,
I've not played it either.
Nah, I played all the other games. Like I played Devil May Cry. I played Kingdom Hearts 3. I ain't heard of Cadence of Hyrule.
Cadence of Hyrule seems like a Zelda game.
Like a Zelda joint?
With dancing. It's like a rhythm Zelda. Like
I
that's
guess.
Off the title. That's what I would assume. I didn't even know this was out. Actually, I didn't even know
Death Stranding?
No, Cadence of Hyrule.
Cadence of Hyrule? I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Next one.
Role playing.
We got Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy 14, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, which should have won.
I thought that would have won.
I thought that would have won. And the Outer Worlds, you know what I'm saying? Which I also played, which is also awesome, but it is definitely not Game of the Year.
Okay.
Not even close.
Okay.
But I love it.
Okay.
Definitely top 3 RPGs of this year.
But Disco Elysium.
I gotta play that because I played Final Fantasy 14, man. Kingdom Hearts, Monster Hunter was
dope.
Like,
I only played a little bit,
dude.
And it was dope.
It's dope. Like the things that you can do and with your crew and the homies and the expansion and the loot with the squad. But yeah, Disco Elysium was the winner. I have no idea. I'm gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess we recommend it. I can't recommend it because I ain't never played it.
Right? We can't recommend that.
I can't. I just can't.
So, what's the next one?
The next one we got Performance. Which is Mads Mikkelsen, Matthew Porretta, Laura Bailey, Courtney Hope, Ashley Birch, Norman Reedus.
And for a Performance, we're talking about voice actors?
I think they're talking about voice acting. I believe so.
I cannot speak to this.
And the winner of it is Mads Mikkelsen, who is a Danish voice actor.
So what character did he play?
I am trying to see. What game did he play?
Because the name sounds familiar.
Oh, Sekiro.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That which is strange because he's a Danish dude. Hold on, is that right?
Probably. I believe it.
I gotta check out this guy's like IMDb or something like that. Like, oh man, and that guy looks so menacing too. Like that guy really killed that part. Like,
all right, so next one, ongoing game. And the nominees were Fortnite, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Apex Legends, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Ongoing. If Fortnite won this, then Apex should have definitely won this.
I mean,
Apex Legends is like...
I know you said Apex Legends was hot, and I played it, and it was hot. Like, it was hot. It wasn't for me, but it was hot. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it greatly.
Like, every season, like, there was something for Halloween. Mm-hmm. There's something for Christmas right now.
Oh, yeah.
They had one for Halloween where it was like a night board, and you basically were running from dead players. Like if a player dies, they came back as this zombie shadow thing that runs really fast but has low health. So you can just kind of shoot them 1 or 2 times and they're gone.
That's tight.
But you're basically trying to escape fast running zombies until your ship arrives to take you away.
That's tight.
It was crazy. So it was like, I think 60 players spawn in. And some players will stay. So if you die, some people left the game or whatever.
Oh, of course.
So
everybody does.
So you wouldn't always have like a full roster of like these living dead things, right?
Running after you.
But the fun part about it was like as people die and they start to come back, you know how like in Apex you like kind of jump in from the sky, so you can see these red streaks, right? If you're still alive, like of these people coming back to life and where they're trying to land at, and it's like, oh. So it's like you can see people coming at you and stuff.
Oh, that's kind of tight.
Or you know where to avoid. Like, let me not go that way.
Yeah, I don't want to go that way.
Somebody just landed over there, right?
So they like just touch down and then they just straight after you. Do they know that you're? Do they see you on the map?
They can see who killed them last.
Oh, okay. So they already know where.
So they can drop in on you or anything.
That's
right?
tight.
So
that's tight.
But once it gets down to like the last 10 alive players, they all become one big team. Right?
Yeah.
So then they can work together
and coordinate.
Oh,
that's tight. That's tight.
So like stuff like that, like Apex Legends does stuff like that.
That's creative. Does Fortnite do that stuff?
I don't think so, man.
Like I ain't played Fortnite since the beginning of Fortnite.
I don't think so.
Like I was not impressed.
Like they had their whole little things with the meteor crashes, but
yeah, that don't do that.
It's a one-off thing, man. But Apex should have won ongoing game.
Apex.
If Fortnite won.
Definitely should have won. Fortnite won for ongoing game. I don't agree with that. I would say Apex Legends or Destiny 2.
Yeah, Destiny is also a solid ongoing game.
You know what I'm saying? And Destiny 2 definitely won me over because I loved it, then I hated it, and then I turned around and loved it again.
Yeah. And I can see that.
Yeah, like the way that they improved on it. Next one is narrative. I really need to play Disco Elysium. I really do because it's really showing up in a lot of places.
Right.
Control, A Plague Tale, Innocence, Death Stranding, The Outer Worlds. So The Outer Worlds again showing up, like definitely not my game of the year. Definitely top 5 in there, top 4, top 5. Definitely worth a mention for this year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like the whole.
So was it just good but definitely not the best?
It was really good. I would say that the weapons could be more varied. And you know what I'm saying? The weapons could be more varied. The story was amazing. But everybody just had this real still, like everybody would just stop whatever they're doing, go to you and just like have a conversation like this.
Like a weird.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was still like a long.
Hey, Wanderer. Like.
Yeah, it would be like this. Like, hey, Wanderer, like you can do this. Now you can like go and kill everyone in town. You can go and do whatever you want, however which way you feel like it.
Okay.
But it's just, it just wasn't great. It was really good, though. It was really good. The winner was Disco Elysium.
Okay.
Which I'm going to look into that right after this, man.
Yeah, definitely probably worth a look.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with this next one.
What's that? Next
one, multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I'm jive.
You don't agree?
I am jive disappointed. I'm jive. Okay.
You don't agree?
Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Tetris 99. Okay. Like Tetris is fire. I'll give them that. Okay.
I guess.
Tom Clancy's The Division 2.
You don't think Apex should have won this?
Well, obviously Apex Legends 2 won this, but Borderlands 3 was a great multiplayer game, man. Like one of the things that I like so much about these games like Borderlands is the multiplayer aspect of it.
Okay.
And I really got into it. Division 2, I understand, because Division 2, after a while, you stop caring. Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? It just recently now just started coming back.
Right. And it's Call of Duty, man. Everybody.
Call of Duty is
it's a Call of Duty multiplayer.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be there. It's good. It's all right. But it's not as creative as the other ones.
Nah, dog. Apex definitely deserved this.
It definitely deserves it. I know you're a bigger player of Apex than I am.
I mean, I play it faithfully, man. Like, it's one of the better games that are just out right now.
I think you might be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just probably just didn't play Apex Legends enough to really be like, this is it. It's enough for me to respect it.
And they change it up. I mean, sometimes they'll have it where you can actually play doubles, where it's just 2 players on the team.
That is tight.
Or, but it's solely 3 versus 3, but I like how easy they made it to communicate even if you don't want to use your headphones.
And pointing stuff out, like the point system was revolutionary. That was really tight.
Yeah.
They had a lot of good things.
So it as far as multiplayer, it makes it fun because you don't have to talk.
Yeah.
Some games you have to talk. Monster
Hunter, you have to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just do.
Yep.
God dang, man. Guys. Okay. We gotta wrap up. Okay, we're gonna have to speed up a little bit. So, mobile game. This is also a surprise for me. Listed is Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sky, The Children of Light, and What the Golf? And the winner is Call of Duty Mobile.
Stupid.
I like, I've seen it before, like, and with the pointing and the walking around like that, it seems to have worked, and people seem to have really flocked to it. A lot of people have been getting it online. A lot of people I know got it. I didn't think it was for me, but maybe I gotta look back into it, man.
I don't get it, man.
I don't get it, dog. I don't get it, fam.
Let's go to these fighting games.
Yeah, you want to skip it? We can go straight to it, man. We can go straight to it.
Cause this is strange.
Oh yeah. This was interesting, but I agree with this.
Really?
I agree with this.
I thought Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Not even on the list.
Really?
Not even on it.
Really?
No, sir.
I find that hard to believe.
With that being said, it was one of the best Dragon Ball Z games that's ever came out. Like,
by far.
And I think it's made by the same guys who made Guilty Gear.
Yeah. It's the same engine.
And I think that they used the right engine. They got the right artists. You know what I'm saying? Everything works well, beautifully. If I was playing competitively, I would definitely pick this as a game I would choose. Not fighting game of the year. Not fighting game of the year. Let me tell you what is listed, and what it should replace is definitely Jump Force.
Yeah, you don't hear anything about.
I don't hear nothing about no Jump Force. Like, Jump Force, I don't know nothing about.
Jump Force is whack.
Dead or Alive 6, which is fan service.
Dead or Alive is always a good game, though.
It always has been. Like, it's
that whole parry system is always been.
That parry system has been sharp. Mortal Kombat 11, which Mortal Kombat has come a long way.
It has.
A lot of people would say Mortal Kombat 11 should have been the best game of the year. That would be hard. I don't play it, but that would be hard for me to argue with. In Samurai Showdown 2019.
I mean, I played the old Samurai.
Yeah, like I played the old school joints, but yeah. And the winner is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which should be the winner because Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, man, that game is fire, dog.
Yeah.
That game, have you played it?
I have not. I've seen it played, though.
It is a great, like, as far as a universe where a bunch of players come into the world, this has been one of those few games that I would say is better than Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is one of my favorite, like, crossover games, fighting games that I ever played. Like,
cool.
It's up there with it.
How much time we got left?
We got less than 10. Let's keep it going.
All right.
Whichever one you want. We can just jump around now. Like,
shoot, man. Let's go to content creators.
Content creators.
Yeah, I had Shroud. Word. Shroud's kind of boring to me.
Shroud, yeah, dude.
Shroud's a very good player, but as far as watching him in content, like, he didn't bring anything to it.
You know, with some people, it's just personality. And I think less is more in some cases.
Nah, man. Like, I like the guy Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain was way better?
So Stone Mountain's not even on his list.
Yeah, you know.
Stone Mountain plays all the same games as Shroud. But Stone Mountain brings to it where he'll do stuff like, he'll go into character. Like, he'll act like he's this overly militaristic.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually acting like he's in the military. He'll play PUBG and act like he's a lieutenant out there on the field. That's talking tight. To him like, "Oh, squad on
reporting
me."
For duty,
exactly. Like,
that's tight.
So him and Shroud is like, I can't watch Shroud. Like, I'll watch Shroud if I want some tips, maybe.
Yeah, Shroud will teach you something.
But as far as, like, entertainment wise,
like, I feel as if I can watch Shroud and after 15 minutes watching him, I can be a better player.
Yeah,
A little bit. I think the other guy,
because he doesn't play the game like I do.
He doesn't play the game like you do?
He plays with keyboard and mouse. I play with a controller.
Oh, yeah, that makes it harder.
Yeah, see? So it's like, I can't learn anything. Can't learn nothing from this guy. So when I watch and I'm thinking about content creators, I'm like, this guy's hilarious. I'll watch his videos. Just like Dr. Disrespect.
Like, if you're hilarious, you got me. You got me in there. I don't care who you bashing. As long as you're grilling something, man, like, I'm going to show up for it.
Like, Dr. Disrespect for a while, I was like, yo, this dude's hilarious.
For real?
Like, he's got a fake mustache and everything. With glasses. Like,
and just be on there and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
kadoosh. But content creator is a weird category to me.
Content creators are weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a category that's becoming more and more popular as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say that. I mean, I think in the next year, content creator is going to be a huge thing.
Yeah, I believe it.
I think who plays the game is going to start being as big as what game are people playing.
Yeah, my thing with it is you got to bring something to it, though. Like, you got to make it entertaining. Like, some people can be entertained just watching you play the game. I need something extra.
I think I'm curious for the day where, you know how people made movies for actors?
Yeah.
I can't wait till they start making games for gamers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know you're good at this. We're going to maximize. We're going to turn all this up to 11, strip all the way the stuff you're bad with, run with this game right here. And just like, we just want to watch you be fired.
Yeah. Just running circles around people.
With the ones that we have right now, because we got
got like 5 minutes.
I guess we can just run through the other ones real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so community support, which I just want to throw that out there. Destiny 2.
Oh, yeah.
Destiny 2. Better than Apex Legends, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, or Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I agree wholeheartedly on that. Action adventure game. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice was the winner.
Okay.
I definitely disagree. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening was way better in my opinion.
Wow.
Action game, Devil May Cry 5. I absolutely agree with this.
I can't disagree with that.
Oh, yeah. Devil May Cry 5 was fire, and I would definitely play again. And the coup de la creme.
Game of the year.
The game of the year out of Sekiro, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimates, and The Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds, in there again. The winner is Sekiro.
Okay.
Which I gotta play it, man. Now I gotta play it.
It was pretty much in every category, man.
It was in there. Like, it took home a lot of stuff.
It took home a lot.
It took home a lot.
A lot of nominations.
I appreciate Outer Worlds just getting nominated. Like, Outer Worlds is just like, it's just worth being nominated. Nothing more.
Nothing more.
Nothing more. I agree.
It's just good enough.
Overall, man, how would you feel about this Video Game of the Year awards? How you like it? How you like the games overall? How you feel about it?
I mean, I would like to see how they come up with, these nominees a lot more in depth, because some of the games like, what is this? Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's almost like an industry award show more so than anything.
Yeah, like when you ever go to they have like the movie awards, and you be like, I ain't never seen this
where's
movie.
the People's Game Choice Awards?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never seen none of these movies. Like, where did this come from?
It's like some games when I was like, what?
Like, I've never heard of this all year. How is it winning an award?
But I think it's an industry award show more than anything.
It carries weight because I'm still going to check it out. Like, I'm going to still check it out just because.
Same thing can happen when you're reading a Game Informer, dog.
Hey, man, I'm hoping PlayStation will just put it on sale or something like that. Like, Game Award winners. You know what I'm saying? On sale.
Bundle. The Game Award winner bundle.
I'd go for that.
Yeah.
That'd be tight, actually.
All right, man. But it was nice talking to you today, D.
Hey, man.
It's a good show, man.
Always a pleasure, dog. Always a pleasure, man.
Any shout outs? You want to shout anybody out?
You know what? We never shout out nobody.
We never shout out ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'd like to thank Dmo into yours. And a Merry Christmas. I'd like to thank my wife and my mama and my sister and my niece.
Thanks to the significant others out there.
As well as my boss.
Oh, yeah.
Who gives us money for us to do this.
Yeah, for real. The sponsors, man. Shout out to the sponsors.
And shout out to the sponsors. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on our website. We do post stuff. We do have shows. Check out the past shows that we've done. You know what I'm saying? We're doing tight stuff out here, man. I promise.
Yep.
Oh. And we are CoPlay Media. And we are
out of here.
You've been listening to CoPlay Media with hosts Diers and Dmo. For more information on CoPlay Media and the Blerd community, visit CoPlayMedia.com or the CoPlay Media page at dc.radio.gov.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
The pandemic has been hard on all our kids. New studies show more than 1 in 3 children who started school in the pandemic now need intensive reading help. That's right. Millions of kids in kindergarten through 3rd grade in the United States cannot read at grade level. Here's the good news. Your child can be reading in just 30 days, guaranteed, with Hooked on Phonics. Even if your child has been struggling, Hooked on Phonics will teach your child to read in just 30 days, guaranteed. And right now, you can get started for just $1. Text the word GRADE to 323232 right now. Hooked on Phonics is highly effective and incredibly fun, and everything can be done right from home and in less than 20 minutes a day for more than 30 years. Hooked on Phonics has been the proven learn-to-read program that kids love to use. Text GRADE to 323232 and teach your child to read in just 30 days, guaranteed. Text GRADE to 323232 right now and get started for just $1. Text GRADE to 323232 now. Text GRADE to 323232.